listen to us. She could no longer deny that this infiltrator was a real threat. She decided to take everyone in, on her terms. The shelter was on high alert, but thanks to the intel I gathered in Pasadena, we slowed the advance of the Annihilation Line and gained some time. Just enough to start preparing the counterattack.
Sergeant?
At ease.
Well, look at you, Sergeant. When you helped us in Pasadena the other day, I was trying really hard not to panic because you were only a private. Sorry for underestimating you. I guess I should salute or something?
How's Patrick?
Every day a little better. Aaron says he'll be back on his feet in no time. She's done a great job with him. I wish I could repay her somehow. It just doesn't seem that she needs anything.
Getting ready for another scavenging run?
No, I just came out here to catch my breath. Baron is giving us the entire evening off, believe it or not.
Doesn't sound like her. I need to report to Baron. Rivers, DN 46890.
The commander is expecting you in the control room, Sergeant.
Maraschino cherries again.
I don't get it. How did they bring that buggy down here?
Hey, I'm just catching up with Mark. I'll get back to work in a couple of minutes. You won't tell, right? But no, seriously, you won't tell, right?
I'm going out soon. I haven't made my daily quota yet. I still have 3 more rats to catch. If you see one, let me know, okay?
Are you all right?
Me? Honey, I'm about the most well-adjusted person in this goddamn place. It's the others you should be concerned about.
You mean Ryan?
Ryan ain't so hot either, but that's another story.
How's Patrick doing?
He's fine, but it wouldn't kill you if you checked on him yourself.
Is there anything you need?
No. I have to say, the Resistance is pretty well supplied. Don't tell me you miss running errands for me. I don't believe that for a second.
And what about something other than medicine?
Honey, I'm not shy. I'll let you know if I need anything, okay? But thank you for asking.
Jennifer?
I'm worried about her. I'm the one that asked Baron to give her team a little break. Jennifer's been busy scavenging supplies for the soldiers, and she hardly had time to see Patrick. And now she's finally got a day off. She's avoiding him like the plague.
Take care. How are you doing?
Good. Aaron's going to let me leave in a couple of days. Thanks for bringing that chalk. I've been drawing a lot. I'd be so bored without it.
How's Jennifer?
She's out a lot, but I understand. She's a scavenger.
How do you like living in the shelter?
There's a lot of people here. I like that. I heard a funny joke yesterday. You want to hear it?
Yeah, tell me.
What's brown and sticky? A stick.
That's funny.
I know, right?
I have to go.
Alvin lost his spider scout again.
Man, I saw it crawling through the shelter earlier. Almost gave me a heart attack.
You wanted to see me?
You're finally here. Good. I have a special task for you. I want you to head downtown to check on the doctor.
Doctor?
Alvin. He's out there making sure that our defense systems are working properly. Ever since we went radio silent, I had a small team of trustworthy messengers maintaining communication between our outposts. They haven't returned, so I want you to go downtown and see why that happened. Could be nothing, but Connor doesn't want any hiccups while he's up there in North Division preparing the attack on Skynet's central core.
Is there a problem with the radio?
The Annihilation Line is within spitting distance of downtown. We suspect that Skynet will be intercepting all transmissions from that location. So for now, we're going radio silent. That's why I need you to go there personally.
Central core?
Skynet's main reactor, the source of all their power. We shut down the central core, we shut down Skynet. Connor's preparing the attack as we speak, so you understand we can't have any critical complications at this stage.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you end up here?
Excuse me if I act a little surprised, Sergeant. But no one in here thinks it's wise to ask their superior personal questions. But since you did, I'll humor you. So, how did I get here? The same way you did. I was born, raised, and given a gun. We don't really have a say in what we do we? Or do I assume too much? Was it any different for you? Why do you fight, Sergeant?
It's the right thing to do.
There's nothing noble in what we do. Humans were fighting humans since the beginning of time. It just so happens that right now we have a common enemy. If it wasn't for the machines, we'd probably be fighting each other.
So, I guess we should thank the machines for teaching us compassion.
I guess we should. I have my special way of thanking them. A shot to the skull from a plasma rifle. Besides, I'm not a fighter. When I go out there in the middle of the night with my Westinghouse, I'm not looking for a fight. I look to seek and conquer. I'm not a fighter. I'm a bully.
What's the difference?
I don't treat them as equals. And although I know they're just machines, I want them to fear me. No one ever stands up to bullies. But I have to admit, it has its downsides. One of them being that no one ever asks me a personal question. At least not since Perry died. So congratulations, Rivers. Takes guts to stand up to a bully. I guess since your promotion, you got a little more cocky. Good for you.
Medic over here!
I'm telling you, I saw something.
Sergeant, we're outnumbered, and they keep bringing more wounded. We don't stand a chance. We have to evacuate.
Is Alvin still there?
He is, sir.
Then we're not leaving. We have to bring him back and see what the hell is going on with those defenses and brief Commander Barron on what's happening here. I'm moving out. You stay here with the wounded.
You want me to break the radio silence?
At this point, it doesn't matter, does it?
Understood. Go ahead, sir.
You two follow me. We have to reach those defense systems.
Yes, sir.
Spiders up ahead! Got it! Lead the way! This way!
Good to see you, Sergeant.
What's the status?
We got a defensive perimeter set up just down the road.
Doesn't seem to be working.
Now that we need a rock in the hard place.
All right, we need to reach our guys. Let's clear the way. need to rescue the dogs before those tanks reach us! Oh, shit!
We're too late. They're already here. This is it! Take care of those drones!
Wait here! I'll go get the doctor! Alvin!
Oh my god, I'm actually glad to see you.
What happened here? Why are the defense systems not working?
They are working, but their target filtering has been reset to non-hostile. One of Baron's messengers came with the order to temporarily change it, so I did.
Baron's messengers. We need to leave now.
Yes, let's do that. I'm all for that.
Are you all right? We need to move.
You don't have to tell me twice. Escort secured. Ah!
Go!
I don't like this. I don't like any of this.
Ariel! Okay, go!
It's turning around! It's right behind us!
Don't look back!
Good idea! You go talk to Commander Baron. I've had enough excitement for one day.
Lay still. Don't move.
Hey, are you all right? We just got the news about the attack. They're getting closer, aren't they?
Thanks for getting us out of there, Sergeant.
Rivers, you want to explain to me what the hell happened?
We lost downtown.
I know that much. But how's that possible? What happened to our defense systems?
Alvin says one of our soldiers came with an order directly from you to reset the target settings for non-lethals.
He said what? All right. This is what I want you to do. Find whoever is responsible for sending that order. All the messengers have GPS tracking, so we're keeping tabs on their location. Find them and bring them to me.
Understood.
And Rivers, despite what I might say about our resident egghead, I truly have a hard time believing that my men are incompetent. So expect the unexpected. And you know what I mean by that.
Do you think the infiltrator's back?
We won't be sure until you find those messengers and confirm my suspicion. As soon as you know what's going on, radio me.
Who's Perry? You mentioned him before.
The best soldier I ever fought beside. He was the one who brought me into the Resistance. It's actually a funny story. Years ago, when I was just a kid, I saw a Skynet drone attacking some guy. Without thinking, I grabbed a rock and jumped on it. The guy was screaming the whole time while I beat the metal to the ground. Only when I was done did I realize he was trying to stop me.
You killed a drone with a rock?
I was young and stupid. Thank God the drone wasn't really armed, otherwise I wouldn't be here to tell you the story. He was a Resistance scientist, and that drone was one of his projects. So you can imagine he wasn't too happy when I smashed it to pieces. But he wasn't alone. There was this huge guy with a rifle on his shoulder, almost choking with laughter. It sure made his day.
That huge guy. Was that Perry?
Yes, it was. Commander Perry was in charge of this division before me. That scientist later told me that was the first time he ever heard Perry laugh. Somehow, Perry and I connected. He taught me how to channel my anger and get it under control. He introduced me to Connor, and that's how I got to the 132nd.
Whatever happened to the scientist?
He was always doing his experiments, trying to outsmart Skynet. One day he fucked up, and because of that, he's no longer with us. I'd never thought I'd be reminiscing about the day I met them. This may come as a surprise to you, but it was the first metal I ever destroyed.
Sounds like you were late in joining the Destroy Skynet campaign.
Before that, it was people, not machines. But that's a different story.
You want me to break radio silence?
They have a head start on us. At this point, we can't afford to lose any time.
Jacob, got a minute?
Jacob.
How are the wounded doing?
The few that came back, they're doing fine. We patched them up, and at this point we're just sitting and waiting.
What's on your mind?
Ever since you asked me about Peter, I can't stop thinking about him. Like a teenage girl. That's your fault, young man.
Have you tried looking for him?
I've looked for him for a while. I went to the place where we said we'd meet if we ever got separated. But he wasn't there. Maybe it's stupid. Maybe I should stop thinking about him. He's probably dead by now. God knows he can't take care of himself.
Do you want to find him?
Sometimes I think I should drop everything and go. I would get an earful from Baron, but she's nothing I can't handle. Anyway, what I didn't tell you before is that during Judgment Day, I lost a child. Our child. I don't know if it would have happened anyway, but I like to blame the machines for that. I think that Peter felt with Taylor we were given a second chance. God, he's still out there waiting for me, isn't he? Probably sitting in his rocking chair back in our house in Hollywood Hills. Oh, where the hell are you, Peter?
What's up?
I know you're busy, but I found something. Something I think you'll like. A tape from back in the day. I want to play it for you, but my boombox is busted, so if you're out there and find one that works, bring it to me, okay?
Can't you ask Jennifer or one of the other scavengers for help?
I already did, but they couldn't find anything. Just think about it, okay?
Hey, Glad to see you alive. Thanks for sticking your neck out for us. I wanted to tell you that, you know, just in case.
Did you talk to her? Is she mad at me? If I follow her orders, then I'm a bad guy. If I don't follow her orders, then I'm a lousy, incompetent egghead without a spine. There's no winning with her.
Do you need anything?
Can I see your hardware? Wasn't expecting to find you here. You always seem to be out these days.
Yeah, that's true. Lately I've been making extra runs to stock up on resources. The truth is, I was even thinking about leaving. But right now, I'm just waiting for my team to head back to downtown to look for other survivors. Let's hope there still are some.
I see that Patrick's doing better.
He is. He's a fighter. Certainly has more courage than I do.
Why did you want to leave?
In the face of what's going on now, it will sound stupid, but it just got to be a bit much, you know? With Patrick hurt, I started to wonder if I'm even doing him any good by sticking around. I've been trying to protect him all this time, but I couldn't. I've proven that much already. First in Pasadena, then at our hideout. I was thinking that maybe he'd be safer here at the shelter. But don't worry, I changed my mind since.
Is there something on your mind?
Actually, I have a secret to tell you. You've a fan. Patrick really looks up to you. It's good for him to have a role model. And I don't think he could have chosen better.
I don't think I'd make for a good role model.
I never knew Jacob Rivers could be so coy. Be proud, you're a hero. The Resistance owes you a lot. And so do I. If you hadn't found us back in Pasadena, I don't know what would have happened. Well, actually I do. Exactly what the others said would happen. People were talking about the Annihilation Line months before it came. My father, of course, tried to turn it all into a joke.
But what did you think about it?
I didn't know what to think. Travelers would bring all sorts of gossip with them. But this kept coming back. When Patrick asked me if I was scared, I lied and said that I wasn't. You could feel the mood change in the house. The community my father tried to build started falling apart. Fewer and fewer people were coming by, and if they did, they weren't always friendly. We started to notice things going missing. Little things at first. People got nervous, and with time, it even got to my father.
Did it ever get to you?
Of course it did. For the first time in my life, there were only the three of us at the house. After a while, my father changed the sign from welcome to beware. He put a lock on the door and started carrying a shotgun. I didn't even know he owned a gun. He always said he didn't believe in them. He wanted us to leave our house and run, but he didn't want to listen. Said it was the only place he could keep us safe. Thanks for letting me spill my guts like that.
Okay, I'm seeing 2 GPS trackers. Those should be our guys. What the hell are they doing here? More plasma containers. Looks like Skynet's here for good. Flamethrower? If I could get close enough to take a picture. What's that music? Seems to be coming from here. Upstairs. Who left this here? It's probably... Better be worth it, Ryan. That's where the outpost used to be. I hope that destroying it slowed them down at least. storage facility. Popping up. If I take care of it, that might slow them down a little. Stronger. It should be somewhere around here. God damn it. They took his radio. Baron was right. Skynet's listening. Time to look for the second tracker. closer. It's got to be here.
You're still alive? Good. Apparently Skynet's got a real hard-on for you. So we figured why not use you as bait?
Aren't you afraid that Skynet will bring a lot of firepower if they know we're both here?
Afraid? No. Prepared for that eventuality? Yes. We've got eyes on the ambush site from every angle. If anyone shows up, it means they were listening.
What if it's one of our guys, or just a scavenger?
Too bad. We can't have anyone or anything sabotage our plan. Not this time.
This time?
We were very close once before. For years, we've been preparing for the final attack. But it took just one man to fuck everything up. That day, Perry, our previous field commander, died, and I inherited control of South Division. Since then, I've been making sure that no one fucks up again.
We've got movement.
Take position. What do you have?
A hooded man's walking down the street. Might be a scavenger.
Rivers, you saw him. Is it the same model? Is it the infiltrator?
I can't tell.
We're waiting for your signal.
I think that might be it.
Think?
Good enough for me.
Ceasefire! Ceasefire! Target down! I repeat, target down!
Go check him!
Eyes on the target. Proceed with caution.
Is he dead?
What the fuck? It's the target!
Can't get away. Fire at will!
He's in the open!
It's in the open! It's a fucking machine! Plasma rifle! I want it!
It won't fucking die!
Shoot!
Take cover!
Open fire! What ugly son of a bitch!
It's inside!
Rivers!
Rivers, we're trying to get through. You can't let it get away, yeah?
Commander. We got it. We finally got it.
Good job, Rivers. Stay there. We're on our way.
There was no doubt anymore. Skynet had created a cybernetic organism. It was designed to blur the line between a man and a machine. People started to think that there were Terminators amongst us, wolves in sheep's clothes. Some of us left, even though we hadn't seen any other infiltrators yet. Or at least, we didn't think we had. And that fear of not knowing was what turned the tide of this war. That night, Skynet won.
I still have to run some tests, so for now I would say no.
We need some more time, Connor.
I know you don't want to hear this, Commander, but if there's one person who can help us, it's Dr. Mack.
Mac. We don't even know if he's alive.
He is. He's in the Hollywood Hills. We knew a time would come when we'd need him again, so we've kept an eye on him.
Wait. You've been watching him without telling me?
Let your emotions cloud your judgment before, Commander. That's why I decided that Mack's whereabouts were no longer
This is
your
bullshit.
concern.
He can't just magically fix all of our problems. He's a man, not a god. A man that makes
That's
mistakes.
Enough, Commander.
You know what happened last time. He's the reason Perry's dead.
I said that's enough. Sergeant Rivers?
Yes, sir.
TechCom believes that being marked for termination is a badge of honor. A sign that we're doing something right. We wear it proudly. And knowing you're wearing such a badge, Rivers, is all I need to trust you with handling this mission. Commander Barron will fill you in on the details. Good luck, soldier. Over and out.
Looks like you're going to Hollywood Hills. Dr. Edwin Mack is the one who taught us how to use Skynet's weapons, so there's a chance he can do it again. Take him that second-generation plasma rifle and see if he's able to reprogram it. If we want to use Skynet's weapons, we need to bypass their encryption lockouts.
How will I find him?
He's obsessed with surveillance. So when you get there, look for any cameras, biometric sensors, or any other tech stuff. He should be around. That's it. What do you need?
Anything I should know about Dr. Mack before I leave?
Only that he can't be trusted and he's highly manipulative. So you need to stay cautious.
Was Mack the one whose drone you smashed?
Yes. Yes, it was. I've never told this to anyone, but before I met Mack and Perry, I was wandering alone. Didn't have a map, so I drew one myself. The first people I came across were two guys, old enough to remember Judgment Day. We camped out together. They gave me advice, we shared some stories. Sounds nice, right?
A little too good to be true.
It was. I was too naive to notice it back then. When I woke up, all my things were gone, including my map. There I was, lost in the desert. Thirst, hunger. I knew I was gonna die. I passed out with my face in the sand. But next thing, I was lying in a bed, bathed and wearing clean clothes.
You're lucky someone found you.
Someone did find me. Too bad it was Skynet. Through the window, I saw thousands of Terminators. First, I thought it was a work camp, but it was something else. A Skynet research facility. They kept me alive, but I didn't know why. I thought I was the only human there. But after a while, someone came into my cell. A man. Well-dressed, clean-shaven. You want to take a guess who that was?
An infiltrator.
In a way. He was a traitor to his race. Bastard was selling every piece of knowledge the machines didn't have. In return, they gave him everything he wanted. When he was done stuffing his face with food, he had another request. He wanted a hole. It lasted months, until I got to wrap a towel around his neck and make his eyes pop. You don't want to see people for what they really are. I've seen their true face. That traitor, those two guys in the desert, Mack, they all showed it to me. It's not pretty. The truth is, the only reason I fight for the Resistance is because I despise people just a little less than the machines.
Sure, let's trust someone who gets called Dr. Death. That won't bite us in the ass. In the meantime, I'll see what I can learn from the new CPU we acquired from that infiltrator. This could be the breakthrough that we've all been waiting for. I need to concentrate, so please don't disturb me.
Jacob, do you have a minute?
Of course.
I've heard that you're going to Hollywood Hills. Well, with Baron yelling like that, the whole shelter heard. He wanted me to tell you if I needed anything, so here it is. When you get to Hollywood Hills, could you stop by my old house? It's near the Griffith Park tennis courts. I wonder if Peter went there and left something for me. I know he'd be stupid to go there since now it's behind the annihilation line, but then again, he was always full of stupid ideas.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Look at him. He never talks to anyone. He just sits there.
I bet he's one of those machines.
Is it true? They look human now?
Well, what's with the dogs?
They've been like that ever.
Jacob, are you receiving me?
You're alive!
No time for that. Do whatever it takes to get everyone out of that shelter. Do you understand? They're not safe there.
What? Why? God damn it! What does he mean? Get everyone out of the shelter? That camera. Dr. Mack! Is that you? The Resistance needs your help. Mack! It would be a shame to lose that camera.
Now, why would you do that?
Because we don't have time for this. Come out here. Skynet has developed a new Terminator model, the Infiltrator.
You've seen one already?
We've captured one, and we need your help. Are you there?
How do I know you're not an infiltrator? You've seen them. You know how incredibly lifelike they are, so you should understand my concerns. Head up that hill. If you want me to help you, you have to take a test for me.
Test?
Yes, to determine whether you're a Terminator or not. And be careful, I'm watching you. To fight you? Very clever way to make me think that you're not one of them. Unfortunately for you, I'm not that easy.
We don't have time for any of this. Just tell me where you are. I am not a robot.
Living tissue would make you a cybernetic organism, not a robot. Words have meaning. Conversations between human beings would be a lot easier if we all just trusted each other and understood the deeper meaning of what we said. Keep that in mind during this test. Is filled with Terminators. They've been trying to find me for a while now, all 8 of them. Well, I guess with you in there, that makes it 9. Too bad there's no water in that pool. I'd have you jump in and see if you float. Wait, that's a different... On that stage, quick. Good. Now wait here for a moment.
My patience is wearing thin. Why am I even here?
Here? On the stage, you mean? Because I wanted you to recite a poem. That's right. That's why I got you on this stage, to invoke the fear of public speaking in you. This will allow me to check your emotional response. Very important in these sort of tests. So, if you could go ahead and recite a poem.
Fuck off!
Very hostile emotional response. Noted. Oh, now wait. Be quiet. They regularly patrol this area. Don't let them see you.
So you know I'm not a Terminator?
Of course I do. They are way better shots than you.
Then why are you making me do all this?
Because I want you to grab something for me before I help you. Turn left when you leave the theater. There you'll find a plane crash site. My spider scout should be stuck somewhere around. Just grab it and bring it back to me in one piece.
Skynet completely took over this place. I could do something about that. I've got it.
Good job. I'm in my vault in one of the buildings up the street. Meet me there.
That looks like the place Aaron talked about. Locker? Where would I find a locker nearby? That's the locker room. I hope it's not you, Peter. Poor Aaron. This is it.
I know it looks tempting, but please do not destroy that plasma container. It powers this whole laboratory. Sorry for making you run around like that. But because of the recent increase in Terminator patrols, I couldn't get to that spider scout myself. Can I see it? Thank you. I have a gift as a token of my appreciation. While you were out looking for my spider scout, I used some leftover parts to make a new radio for you. I've been picking up your signal for a while now, and I imagine that Skynet has as well. So, I've made it harder to decipher. You won't have to worry about them eavesdropping.
You've been listening, so you know why I'm here.
Yes. Now, let me see that gun. What a beauty. I've got to tell you, if Skynet wasn't so gung-ho about killing everything... What's interesting about it is that the matter inside is far more condensed. That way, it releases more energy on discharge, dealing much more damage. And also, its plasma blast is violent, so that's different.
Can you bypass the encryption lockout so we can use it? Alvin couldn't.
Alvin couldn't bypass an egg timer if his life depended on it. I'll do it, but it's not that simple. First, you'll have to bring me Skynet's latest security codes.
Security codes?
They will allow us to access Skynet's mainframe. But they change them regularly, so I need you to connect to any HK unit and download the newest security codes. To do that, you'll need my code reader. When I was excused from the shelter, they made me leave all my equipment behind. Alvin should have my code reader.
Okay, is that everything?
As far as the security codes go, yes.
Then I'm moving out.
Actually, I've got a question about that infiltrator that you have there. Is it intact? Or more specifically, its neural net CPU? I've been hacking Skynet's units and I'm noticing similarities in their patterns. I think I'm ready to reprogram the CPU from that infiltrator. It's more powerful than any other.
Should I ask Baron about that too?
No, she can't know about it. She would not approve. I know how this sounds, but you need to steal it for me.
What?
I'm the only one that can reprogram that chip. For some reason, Skynet has started to learn at a geometric rate. We need to prepare ourselves for whatever's coming, and I believe that having an infiltrator on our side will give us the advantage. Just think about it.
Commander.
Rivers, what's the status?
Mac's alive. He will help us, but he needs a device he left at the shelter.
All right, we can do that. Report to me when you get back.
Over and out. I have to say, you're doing quite well without my help. What are you doing here? You have to get the ones you care about to leave the shelter. They'll be in great danger if you don't do what I say. But remember, Jacob, that has to stay between us. Why? Because things need to play out the way they're supposed to, that's why. I have been here from the beginning. Each of your friends already knows the reason they need to leave. You just have to remind them. Can I tell Commander Baron? No, she won't allow it. Then she will start to question you and keep you away from your missions. That cannot happen. Who the hell are you? That I can't tell you. It could change the choices that you make in the future, and we can't have that. So whatever happens, you can't know my identity. Not yet, at least. Do you know anything about a CPU that Mac wants me to steal? I do. If hacked, we could take over an infiltrator. Dr. Mac is capable of doing that. I'm not so sure if Alvin can. I think you should steal it. I think I'm more confused than I was before. Just stay focused. We'll see each other soon.
It's quiet. You know, quiet's good. Quiet means we're not getting shot at.
Rivers, DN 46890.
Welcome back, Sergeant.
Hey, Jacob. Did you see Jennifer on your way here?
Isn't she here?
She hasn't come back yet, but I'm sure she's fine. About Hollywood Hills. How did it go?
I've been to Hollywood Hills and found your old house.
Did you?
I found Peter's body there. They got him, but he left you a letter. I'm sorry.
I have to get back to work. God knows there's plenty to do.
Aaron.
What, Jacob?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
And what do you want me to do about it? Weep for him in front of you? Believe me, I have plenty of sleepless nights in my future. But excuse me if I'm not going to make a spectacle of myself in front of everyone. I want to be left alone now.
Don't touch that! That's how things get lost.
Have you heard that Dr. Mac's still alive?
Yeah, if I ever get my hands on him, I swear to God.
Huh, you're back. How is Hollywood Hills?
Crawling with Terminators.
And what about Mac? How's he? Is he compliant?
Fine, but he needs Skynet security codes if we want him to reprogram that plasma rifle.
Fair enough. Talk to Alvin about that.
Okay, I will.
Did Mac say anything else?
No, that's all he said.
Okay. Talk to Alvin about those security codes and then come back to my quarters. I'll tell them to let you in. And one more thing, talk to Ryan. That buggy's been sitting there broken for too long. See if something's going on. I've got a suspicion that he's hiding something from me.